When we think of the great forces that shape our planet, we often imagine grand, powerful things. The slow grind of glaciers, the explosive force of a volcano, or the relentless push of the tides. Yet there is another force, a far more delicate one, that is just as vital to the health of our world. It is the gentle, buzzing flight of the honeybee. These remarkable little creatures, often seen as mere specks of gold and black darting among the flowers, are in fact crucial architects of our ecosystems. They are the unsung heroes who work tirelessly, not just for their own survival, but for the continuation of countless plant species and, by extension, for us. Their importance cannot be overstated. They are a cornerstone of biodiversity. The relationship between bees and flowering plants is one of nature's most beautiful and ancient partnerships. It is a story of mutual benefit, a dance that has been performed for millions of years. The bee visits a flower not out of any grand design, but for a simple need: to collect sugary nectar and protein-rich pollen for its colony. As it does so, tiny grains of pollen cling to the fine hairs on its body. When it flies to the next blossom, some of this pollen is transferred, allowing the plant to reproduce. This simple act of pollination is the very foundation of life for so many species. Without it, entire landscapes would change, and the vibrant tapestry of our natural world would begin to unravel thread by thread. Consider for a moment the food we eat. A surprising amount of it owes its existence to these tiny pollinators. From the crisp apples we enjoy in autumn to the juicy strawberries of summer, from the almonds that enrich our meals to the coffee beans that begin our day, the honeybee has had a hand, or rather a wing, in its creation. It is estimated that around 1/3 of the food we consume directly or indirectly relies on pollination by bees. They are not just wild creatures of the meadows and forests. They are, in a very real sense, our partners in agriculture, silent and diligent farmhands who ask for nothing in return but the flowers they need to survive. Their influence extends far beyond our dinner plates. The work of honeybees supports the growth of trees, wildflowers, and other plants that create habitats for a multitude of other animals, from insects and birds to small mammals. They help to maintain the genetic diversity of plant populations, making them more resilient to disease and environmental changes. In every meadow they visit, in every orchard they pollinate, they are weaving a stronger, more vibrant web of life. To look at a honeybee is to see not just an insect, but a guardian of the delicate balance that sustains us all. Their quiet industry is a profound force for good on our planet. To truly understand the honeybee, we must venture inside its home, the hive. This is no mere nest, but a bustling, highly organized metropolis, a city built of wax and powered by cooperation. Within its dark, warm walls, tens of thousands of individuals live and work together as a single, cohesive superorganism. The air hums with constant activity, a symphony of buzzing wings, and the faint scent of honey and pollen. Every single bee has a specific role to play, a job to do that contributes to the well-being of the entire colony. It is a marvel of social engineering, a society where the collective good is the only thing that matters, perfected over millennia of evolution. The structure of this city is itself a masterpiece of natural engineering. The honeycomb, with its perfectly interlocking hexagonal cells, is a testament to efficiency. This shape is incredibly strong, yet it uses the minimum amount of precious beeswax to create the maximum amount of storage space. These cells are the hive's pantry, its nursery, and its living quarters all in one. Here the colony stores its precious reserves of honey and pollen, food to sustain them through the cold winter months. And in these same hexagonal cradles, the queen lays her eggs, entrusting the future of the colony to the safety of this remarkable architecture. It is a design so perfect that human engineers have marveled at it for centuries. The life of the colony is governed by a complex system of communication. Bees do not speak as we do, but they communicate with extraordinary precision. They use a language of dance, intricate movements that convey detailed information to their sisters. A forager returning to the hive will perform a waggle dance to tell the others the exact direction and distance to a rich source of nectar. The angle of the dance in relation to the sun provides the direction, and the duration of the waggle indicates how far away it is. It is a living map, a set of instructions passed from one bee to the next, ensuring the colony can exploit the best resources available with remarkable efficiency. Beyond the dance, chemical signals called pheromones play a vital role in maintaining order. The queen bee releases a special scent that signals her presence and health, uniting the colony and suppressing the reproductive instincts of the other females. Other pheromones act as alarms, marking intruders or signaling a threat to the hive, rallying the guard bees to defend their home. This invisible language of scents and movements binds the colony together, allowing thousands of individuals to act with a single purpose. It is this incredible social cohesion that makes the honeybee colony one of the most successful and fascinating societies in the natural world. The process by which honeybees create their signature golden treasure is nothing short of magical, a form of natural alchemy. It all begins with a forager bee embarking on a journey from the hive. She may travel several miles, a tiny explorer in a vast world of color and scent, searching for the perfect flowers. Using her long, straw-like tongue, called a proboscis, she sips the sweet liquid nectar from the heart of the blossom. She stores this nectar in a special stomach, a honey stomach, which is separate from her digestive stomach. In this sac, the transformation begins as enzymes from the bee's own body start to break down the complex sugars in the nectar into simpler, more stable forms. Once her honey stomach is full, the forager bee returns to the hive, a living vessel carrying the raw ingredients for the colony's food. Back inside the bustling city, she passes her precious cargo to a younger house bee. This is done through a mouth-to-mouth process called trophallaxis. The house bee takes the nectar into its own honey stomach, adding more enzymes and continuing the process of refinement. This nectar is passed from bee to bee, each one adding more enzymes and reducing the water content, gradually turning the thin, sugary liquid into a thicker, more concentrated syrup. It is a collaborative effort, a production line of thousands working in unison. The next crucial step is dehydration. The partially converted nectar, now much thicker, is deposited into one of the hexagonal wax cells of the honeycomb, but it still contains too much water to be preserved indefinitely. To solve this, the bees become living ventilators. They stand over the cells and fan their wings at incredible speeds, creating a steady airflow throughout the hive. This constant breeze evaporates the excess water from the nectar, a slow and patient process of curing. They continue this until the water content drops from around 70% down to less than 18%. This low moisture level is what makes honey so resistant to bacteria and fungi, allowing it to be stored for years without spoiling. When the honey is finally ready, thick and stable, the bees seal the cell with a fresh cap of beeswax. This airtight seal protects the honey, keeping it pure and ready for when the colony needs it most, such as during the cold winter when flowers are scarce. What we harvest as a sweet treat is, for the bees, their essential life savings, the culmination of millions of flower visits and countless hours of labor. It is their insurance policy for survival, a golden legacy of their hard work, and a testament to their extraordinary ability to transform the simple gift of a flower into a perfect and enduring source of energy. Within the intricate society of the hive, every bee has a distinct and vital role, determined from the moment it is born. At the very heart of the colony is the single revered queen. She is the mother of all, her sole purpose to lay the thousands of eggs that will ensure the colony's continuation. She can lay up to 2,000 eggs in a single day, more than her own body weight. Her presence, regulated by the special pheromones she emits, provides the social glue that holds the entire community together. The queen can live for several years, a long-lived monarch in a kingdom of short-lived subjects, her life dedicated entirely to the future of her family. The vast majority of the hive's population consists of worker bees. These are all sterile females, and as their name suggests, they perform all the labor required to maintain the colony. Their lives are a progression of different jobs. A young worker starts her life with tasks inside the hive, such as cleaning cells, nursing the larvae, building the honeycomb, and guarding the entrance. As she ages, she graduates to the more perilous role of a forager, venturing out into the world to collect the nectar, pollen, water, and plant resins the colony needs. These workers are the true engines of the hive, laboring tirelessly until their wings give out, their short lives a testament to selfless dedication. The final members of the colony are the drones. These are the male bees, and they are larger and stouter than the workers, with massive eyes that meet at the top of their head. They have no stinger, they cannot collect pollen or nectar. and they perform no work within the hive. Their one and only purpose is to mate with a new queen from another colony, thereby spreading the hive's genes. They spend their days waiting for the opportunity to embark on this nuptial flight. While their role is fleeting, it is essential for the genetic health and diversity of the honeybee population. Theirs is a life of waiting, culminating in a single vital act. Today, these remarkable creatures face unprecedented challenges, from habitat loss and climate change to pesticides and diseases. Their struggle is our struggle, for their fate is inextricably linked with our own. Protecting them is not just an act of conservation, it is an act of self-preservation. By planting bee-friendly flowers, avoiding harmful pesticides, and supporting local sustainable beekeepers, we can all play a part. There is still hope. If we choose to act, if we learn to appreciate these small architects of our world, we can ensure that the gentle hum of the honeybee continues to be the soundtrack of our springs and summers, a sound that promises a healthy and vibrant future for our planet.